my vanity here so I can read. For those who don't know me, I'm Ed Webb's token Air Force guy. He keeps dragging me around to these Navy League functions in the hope that he's going to teach me some coup. Good luck with that, Ed. It's not working too well. I do have to admit, I really enjoy being here. This is my second function. I've been here, but I've been on several ships. I've been every place. He dragged me in. Thanks a lot, Ed. Now, that's the reason I'm standing up here. Ed, who is my token Navy guy at our Air Force Club, was discussing this event and the problem he and Mike Sline and the rest of the committee members were having trouble finding a significant speaker for tonight's event. I foolishly asked him if he had considered the secretary. At this point, I belatedly realized I had just sealed my fate and made the unthinkable mistake of volunteering. After some discussion, I put in the call, and the secretary graciously agreed to be here tonight in spite of an outrageously busy schedule of commissioning ships and running up and down hills in Colorado. All right, let me get to the point of my being here, though. Let me state up front that Secretary Garcia is an overachiever. Make that a superachiever, who has to overcome and excel at everything he does. You've all read his bio, and you didn't see that statement in there, did you? He just can't help it. It's in his genetic makeup. I can say that because I know his family, so I know by what values he measures himself, both militarily and in his public service. His dad, his hero, his role model, Juan Sr., came to this country 11 years old and didn't speak a word of English. 12 years later, he had an engineering degree and was a Navy ensign flying A-6s off the deck of the Franklin D. Roosevelt and later the Constellation. Excuse me, I lost my place. Okay. He was assigned as a Navy exchange officer to an Air Force fighter squadron in California. My squadron. I have to say at this point that this was not my first Navy exchange officer, having been in two other squadrons where they were assigned, one of which was Otis, where Captain Tom Hudner was assigned in 59 and 60. I'm sorry that Captain Hudner wasn't here tonight. I'd love to have seen him.
She's got a story name.
After leaving the active Navy for the reserve, Juan Sr. went on to a very successful career with Mac Air and the Raytheon, designing the software for the F-18 aircraft, and retired from the Navy Reserve as a captain. I would say that that pretty well describes a great role model, wouldn't you? During that exchange tour, our two families became quite attached, and the kids went to school together. Juan Jr. with my son Kevin, and Juan's brother with my son Mike. You won't believe this one, but I dug out the yearbook from those school days. And as early as then, it was possible to see Juan's determination to get to the front of the line. For example, in 1 year, he was student council executive, a member of the school's championship basketball team, California Speech Festival finalist, Constitution Test 100%er, track team member, and a teacher's aide for migrant education. I tell you, it's called mentoring. In the late 70s in the San Joaquin Valley, it meant teaching the Bracero workers' kids enough English so they could go to school too. I think this is when he invented multitasking. He went on from there, showing the same determination to excel at everything he ever did. Something like the Energizer Bunny doing military and public service. Jumping ahead several years, when he graduated from some obscure school in the Boston area, our two families were having dinner at a Harvard Square restaurant when I asked him what his plans for the future were. His answer was that he was putting everything else on hold and joining the United States Air Force to follow in his father's footsteps as a naval aviator, which he did and still does. And after that I asked, something in the public service arena was the answer. Well, just how well that is going you can barely see from his bio. On a personal note, I hope he keeps on going on enough because I want to vote for him in some future national election. Before I let him speak, I have to tell you quickly something about the brothers Garcia. The Garcia brothers collectively have served multiple tours in Kosovo, Iraq, and Afghanistan. The same pair of naval aviator wings have passed from Juan Sr. to Juan Jr. and now to Mike. And I don't think the tradition is over yet after talking to your dad. All right, I'm I'm done. After that introduction, after that long-winded introduction, I would like to present to you Juan Garcia Jr.,